St. Louis Public Schools Chief Financial Officer delivered some bad and some worse news to the school board Tuesday night. Cedric Lewis said that the estimated $2 million deficit in next year's budget is actually closer to $4 million. But Lewis and Superintendent Craig Williams said the district is facing a real financial crisis in November 2007. At that time, according to Williams, the state's largest school district will be $50 million in the red.
I've stated this before. A lot of employees don't understand that right now their payroll checks are being tendered by the loan that we borrowed against the DSEC funds. But right now our general operating fund deficit is $26 million. So if we add another $2.1 million onto that, that gets us up to $28.1 million deficit. If we add another 3.7 on top of that, we're talking $31.7 million deficit ending at June 30, 2007.
So then, what does your balance sheet, fund balance look like in a dartboard world at the end of 2008?
Dr. Williams was on target with the $50 million figure.
I didn't hear.
$50 million.
Williams told the board that in November 2007, St. Louis Public Schools will have what he described as a cash flow problem.
So how can we continue spending at this rate in this budget that we're being asked to approve now? It seems to me, doesn't that just compound the problem for the next fiscal year, for which we have no solution?
We can't. We have to start measures to address the shortfall that we will face 1 year from now.
The day of reckoning is going to come. And it sounds to me like we're talking about a day of reckoning in 2007, November of 2007. And I'm looking at, we're giving people raises and pay increases and that sort of thing in 2006. And the hole is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Board member Ron Jackson asked Williams, considering the looming financial crisis, if it was wise to be giving raises to employees this year and creating new programs which have yet to be funded.
What's going to have to be some very drastic action, some very unpopular actions in 2007.
Board member Jackson, what I think we're presenting to you today represents current obligations and agreements that we have. And my recommendation is that we continue with those current obligations and agreements that we have with our locals and that we've promised to our employees.
Williams said that the district must be aware of its financial situation in future decision-making and that he and the board should develop a plan on how they would pay their bills 18 months from now.
We will enjoy now, perhaps 2 years, closely balanced budget without any draconian methods to balance the budget. But we know that those are stopgaps, and the district has to, in order to sustain itself over the next 5 to 10 years, to develop a more comprehensive plan of what the school district has to look like and how we're going to fund the district in a longer period.